Hi guys, it's Jill the Fat Controller talking tonight about how a fat controller knows how to create the right environment to make the journey easier. So, how does a fat controller create or shape the right environment? Well, basically, we want to know how to make this journey easier. Nobody wants to make it harder. So here's the thing, when you travel a path, if it isn't well trodden or mapped out, it can feel like a very difficult journey, and it's much easier to turn back to older, more familiar paths and routes. The same is true of a fat controlling way of life. So unless you make the journey easier, or you make the journey on the new path as easy as you can, then it will be far too tempting at some point to go back down the same old trodden path. So in other words, willpower will only get you so far. When that gets exhausted, a bit like a battery, then you will inevitably go back down to those same familiar, comfortable patterns that you were using before, or paths. So here are some tools or some ideas to help you down your journey. Make the environment as conducive to fat controlling as you can. So think about this. Make sure you've always got the right food in and prepared. So picture this scenario, you've come home from work, you're starving hungry, nothing's cooked, and so you just go to the cupboard where you keep the oatcakes or the crackers. It's easier to stuff those in than it is to cook something. However, if something's cooked and prepared already, then it makes life a lot easier, and you're more likely to cook something. Always plan ahead of time so that you're never caught short. And don't keep foods that are too tempting in the house. So if you stop with the sort of person that starts one biscuit and you can't stop, then don't keep them in the house. If you're somebody who bakes but then eats the whole tray of baking despite them being fat loss or fat controlling, don't bake the batch or put them straight in the freezer. If wine is your downfall, don't keep it in the fridge or don't keep it in the house unless it's a special occasion. Go out and buy it. If TV makes you want to eat and snack, then try not to switch the telly on straight after dinner. Do a different thing. Play a board game, phone a friend, read a book, go for a walk. If overeating at dinner is a problem, then switch the TV off. Stop reading your book or your magazine or your iPod, your iPad, your iPhone. Put on some slow classical music so it's more relaxing, so you're more likely to eat slower. If you don't have time to eat in the mornings, for example, then cook the night before. If you struggle going to the gym after work, after you've come home, then go straight from work, or keep your gym bag packed in your car or your workout gear ready to go in the morning. Book a class with a gym buddy and commit. Be accountable to somebody or a partner. If you don't know how to cook, then get a book or have some cookery lessons. If you are always likely to succumb to tempting offers in the supermarkets, then get your shopping delivered. There's so much you can do to help make your environment easier. These are just simple examples. So now I want you to think of what areas you could shape or how you could create easier situations so this is easier for you. Get rid of the friends that make it difficult. Avoid the family if they're the ones that make it difficult for you. If it's going out to eat with those people, then get them to come to you or take food. Write down strategies and ways that you can. And the next important aspect of this is to practice. It can take between 21 to 90 days of consistent practice before a habit becomes automatic. The truth is, guys, if you don't make it easier for yourself, you will stray back to old ways. Your new habits must be as easy or easier than the old habits you are trying to replace. So happy fat controlling, guys, and I look forward to you listening in next time.